Have you ever felt like you were meant for more? Like there's a version of you, a much bigger, more powerful version, just waiting to break free? If so, then you need to hear this story. It's about an eagle who thought he was a chicken. Once, in a quiet American farming town, a massive storm swept through the valley. The next morning, a kind farmer was checking his property when he found a tiny baby eagle, no bigger than his hand, lying under a fallen tree. It was alone and shivering. The farmer felt a wave of pity for the little creature and decided to take it home. But instead of raising it with other birds of prey, he did something unusual. He placed the baby eagle inside his chicken coop, thinking it would be safe and warm there. And so, the eagle's life began among chickens. From the moment it opened its eyes, all it saw were chickens. It watched them scratch the dirt for seeds and worms, and so it learned to scratch the dirt for seeds and worms. It saw them flap their wings in short, clumsy bursts to hop over a small fence. So it learned to flap its powerful wings just enough to hop a few feet. It heard them cluck and cackle, so instead of the piercing cry of an eagle, it learned to cluck. Day in and day out, the eagle lived, ate, and slept with chickens. It grew up completely convinced that it was just another chicken, a slightly bigger, stranger-looking chicken, but a chicken nonetheless. It never once looked up at the vast blue sky above with any sense of longing. The chicken coop was its world, and the ground was its home. Years passed. The eagle grew into a magnificent bird, with a massive wingspan and sharp, piercing eyes. But it still acted like a chicken. It would spend its days pecking at the ground, its powerful wings folded uselessly at its sides. It was a king living the life of a peasant, completely unaware of its own royalty. One sunny afternoon, an old wildlife ranger, a man who had spent his entire life studying the creatures of the wild, was passing through the area and decided to visit the farm. As he walked past the chicken coop, his eyes widened in disbelief. There, among the clucking flock, stood a full-grown bald eagle. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. He immediately found the farmer and asked, "What is that majestic eagle doing in your chicken coop?" The farmer chuckled, a warm and friendly laugh. "Oh, that's not an eagle anymore," he said, waving a hand dismissively. "I raised it since it was a baby. It thinks it's a chicken. It acts like a chicken. It's a chicken now." The old ranger shook his head slowly, a serious look on his face. "No," he said firmly, "you can't change what it is. It has the heart of an eagle. No matter how long it lives with chickens, an eagle is always an eagle." The ranger was determined to prove his point. He wanted to awaken the spirit that lay dormant inside the bird. With the farmer's permission, the ranger walked into the coop. The eagle, seeing a stranger, got nervous and tried to hide behind the other chickens. The ranger gently picked up the confused bird. It was heavy, powerful, yet it trembled with fear. He carried it over to a nearby fence post. "Look," the ranger said softly, pointing to the sky. "You belong up there. You are not a chicken. You are an eagle. Spread your wings and fly." The eagle looked at the ranger, then up at the endless blue sky. For a split second, something flickered in its eyes, but then it looked down and saw its family, the chickens, all clucking and scratching in the dirt below. The familiar comfort of the coop called to it. Overwhelmed by fear and confusion, the eagle leaped off the fence post and fluttered clumsily back to the ground, immediately scurrying back inside the coop to rejoin the flock. The farmer shrugged. "See, I told you, it's a chicken." But the ranger was not a man who gave up easily. He saw the potential, the trapped majesty in the bird. "I'll be back tomorrow," he said. The next morning, just as the sun was beginning to rise, the ranger returned. This time, he didn't go to the chicken coop. He took the eagle tucked securely under his arm and began a long walk. He climbed a tall, rocky hill that overlooked the entire valley. From the very top, the farm looked like a tiny toy set. The sky felt immense, stretching out in every direction, painted with the pink and orange hues of dawn. The ranger held the eagle up, facing the rising sun. A gentle breeze began to stir, ruffling the eagle's feathers. "Look!" the ranger whispered, his voice filled with reverence. "Look at the sky. Feel the wind. This is where you belong. You are the king of the sky. Your home is not down there in the dirt. It is up here, in the freedom of the air." The eagle stood perched on the ranger's arm, its body tense. It looked out at the vast open space. Its heart began to pound in its chest, a powerful, rhythmic beat. It wasn't fear this time. It was something else, a deep, ancient instinct. A memory buried in its very soul was starting to wake up. It felt a strange tingling sensation in its wings. Slowly, hesitantly, the eagle began to stretch one wing, then the other. It had never fully extended them before. The sheer size and power of its own wingspan seemed to surprise it. The morning breeze caught beneath them, lifting them slightly. The eagle looked at the sun, then down at the valley far below. It saw the tiny coop, the little specks that were the chickens, and for the first time, it saw how small that world truly was. A powerful feeling surged through its body. It wasn't a chicken. It was something more. With a surge of newfound courage, the eagle pushed off the ranger's arm. It stumbled in the air for a moment, then, with 1, 2, 3 powerful beats of its wings, it caught the wind. It began to rise, higher and higher, soaring into the vast open sky. It circled above the hill, feeling the air currents, feeling the sun on its back. And then, it let out a cry, not a cluck, but a sharp, piercing, powerful shriek that echoed through the mountains and across the entire valley. It was a cry of an eagle, a cry of freedom, a cry of self-discovery. It had finally remembered who it was. It soared away, a magnificent silhouette against the morning sun, never to return to the chicken coop again. The moral of this story is simple, but incredibly powerful. We often become like the people we surround ourselves with. If you surround yourself with chickens, people who think small, who are afraid to take risks, who are content with scratching in the dirt for scraps, you will start to think and act like a chicken too. You'll forget your own potential. You'll forget you have wings. But you, just like the eagle, were not born to live a small, limited life. You have the heart of an eagle. You have greatness inside you. Your true potential, your true identity, is waiting to be awakened. Don't let the opinions or limitations of others define who you are. Look inside yourself, find that strength, and have the courage to rise above the coop. You are not meant to scratch the ground. You are meant to fly. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you unleash your inner eagle. See you in the next video.